What's the word, Chicago Bears fans? It's your boy, Big Kev. Look, the last time we kicked it was prior to free agency. Well, a lot has changed since then. So, of course, I had to come back and hit y'all with another mock draft. We're going to get into Big Kev's mock draft 2.0 right after the intro. Yo, welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bears related. Y'all already know what to do. Hit us up at 773-242-9336 at Chi Bears Central, wherever you receive your social media information, and Chicago Bears Central at gmail.com for any questions, concerns, or comments. And of course, you can follow me at Big Kev from the Chi, Big Kev from DACHI. Sox Central Pod, where I'm holding it down over on Chicago White Sox Central. Of course, if you're not following Chicago White Sox Central, get in tune. The season starts real soon. And then, of course, Shy White Sox Central at gmail.com. But without further ado, we're going to get into it, man. Listen, let me begin by saying F cancer, middle finger to cancer. Y'all pray for my mother and my family as we navigate her recent diagnosis. And we appreciate you guys as always. But let's get into the content, all right? Listen, the first round of Chicago Bears could trade down with this first round pick. Let's not make any bones about it. We know how Ryan Poles is. He's always listening to different things, different trade ideas, and so on and so forth. And if there's a player available late in that first round that they want to go ahead and get, maybe help somebody else move up to get somebody at 25, perhaps they'll let that happen. But if Ryan Poles decides to stand pat, the Chicago Bears with the 25th pick of the NFL 2026 draft, I believe they're going to select Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety out of Toledo. Frankly, the Chicago Bears are going to need help at the safety spot. We lost pretty much everybody at that position with it, but most importantly, Kevin Byard is gone at that position. We picked up Kobe Bryant from Seattle, so that's a big improvement at the spot. But if I know anything about Dennis Allen and what he wants to do on defense, he's going to rely on that secondary to try to get some takeaways again. And this guy is a takeaway machine. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. And in 2025 for Toledo, just listen to these stats. Warren had 77 tackles, a pick six, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries across 13 games. He started all the games for these guys. And in 4 seasons, he totaled 214 tackles, nine forced fumbles, and 5 interceptions. Look, the Chicago Bears lost Brisker and Byard in free agency, so pairing Warren with Kobe Bryant could prove to be monumental for the Chicago Bears heading into next season. I mean, the guy is a ball hawk. He forces and recovers fumbles. He's willing to lay it all on the line for interceptions. I saw one play where in the snow, he dove out, stretched out to the sideline and got a pick. He's a big hitter. Listen, in the run, you see, he's a strong run defender. He routinely hits the opposition in the backfield, and he will hit you hard. He'll hit you hard. Now, he'll have to become quicker and more disciplined at the next level, but this kid looks like he will play a big part in Dennis Allen's defense. Now, Dylan Thieneman is available. Of course, you go get him, and I still like Caden Washington out of Ohio State at defensive tackle. But if neither one of those guys are available at the 25th pick, go ahead and grab McNeil Warren. I like this kid, man. He's a really good player. All right, now moving on to the second round. The Chicago Bears have 2 picks in the second round thanks to their trade with Buffalo's for DJ Moore. So with the 57th pick of the draft, I expect the Chicago Bears to select Lee Hunter, defensive tackle out of Texas Tech. Now, watching film on Lee Hunter was a treat. I mean, like, this dude was bouncing off the opposition, getting into the running lanes, rushing the quarterback, I mean, everything that you want to see out of a player from this position, he'd had it done, man. He was it's no secret the Chicago Bears were kind of just whack on run defense last season. Plenty running backs, plenty quarterbacks came to Chicago, or we went on the road and they ran all over us. Hell, we damn near would have lost that New Orleans game if the quarterback didn't get hurt because he was running all over the place. Billings is gone. Grady Jarrett has yet to prove that he's capable of staying healthy. And Javon Dexter Jr., he's all right, but he's still got a lot of work to do. So drafting Hunter here could help improve a glaring weakness along that defensive line, fellas. Listen, he's a run stopper, no doubt. He's 6'4", 320 pounds, with a 6'9" wingspan. His film shows that he is aggressive at the point of attack. He even handles combination blocks pretty well. Before transferring to Texas Tech out of UCF, he had 58 run stops for the University of Central Florida. 58 run stops across 2 seasons. He has strong gap integrity. Even though the Bears would be drafting him to stop the run, he is capable of getting to the quarterback. He doesn't always get there, but he forces a lot of quarterback hurries. He forces the quarterback to break outside of tackles, break outside of contain, and so on and so forth. Break out the pocket. And as far as the pass rush is concerned, he is just all bull rush. Watching tape on him, I really saw him do nothing else. I just saw him bull rush, bull rush, bull rush. So if the Bears are going to draft him, they'll have to they're going to have to help him develop some secondary moves in order for him to effectively get to the quarterback when necessary. But I do like him in the second round. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about those first two picks. Secondary pick for the safety, and then a defensive tackle with the second pick. Now in the third pick, I do believe with the 60th the pick, the Chicago Bears can no longer ignore the edge rusher position. I know we're gonna have a lot of people saying that we want to see Montez Sweat do his thing. We want to see the other. I'm not sure why his name is not coming to me. I always forget him. But out of Kansas, he hurt Green Bay's quarterback. It'll come back to me later. But he's going to get some opportunities as well on the other side. But I do believe the Chicago Bears should take a strong look at Zion Young, the edge rusher out of Missouri. Zion Young, edge rusher out of Missouri, man. This guy is going to be a stud at the next level. Plain and simple. He's going to be a stud at the next level. I'm looking up the depth chart right now because it's bothering me that I can't remember this guy's name. Edge rusher, Austin Booker. There we go. Austin Booker is going to have his opportunities as well next season if he can stay healthy. But look, if you have time, take a few minutes to watch some tape on Zion Young. He's 6'6", 260 pounds, first of all. He's built like LeBron James, right? But he had 9 sacks, 9.5 tackles for a loss, and a pick last season. And he tallied 37 quarterback hurries and 9 quarterback hits. All of those stats led him to being ranked in the top 20 in several defensive categories nationally. Now, he does wreak havoc against opposing quarterbacks, but he's also very good at stopping the run. He has little to no trouble with double teams because he's huge and he finishes through contact and plays with physical fire. Now, he also has incredible technique. His swim move is on point. His rip through is on point, and he has a pretty solid first step. And he's working on a spin move, so he's not going to just come at you with a bull rush. He's going to try to get to the outside. He's going to try to beat you inside. His goal is to get to the quarterback, and he'll also stop the run out. The Bears are lucky enough to draft Young. They'll have to help him develop a more explosive first step. He's yet to get to an acceptable comfort level when dropping back into coverage. So, and there also may be some character concerns, and we know that this has caused the Bears to kind of shy away from certain players over the last few years. But he did have some off the field issues in college. But even so, I think the Chicago Bears should take a chance on this guy because he's a potential game changer. Zion Young out of Missouri is a potential game changer at the defensive end position. Now, the Chicago Bears won't be able to address their most glaring need along the offensive line any later than their next pick. So if Ryan Poles doesn't trade this pick with the 89th pick of the 2026 draft, the Chicago Bears should select Logan Jones, center out of Iowa. Now, Drew Dahlman's sudden retirement means that the Chicago Bears will have to draft and develop their long-term solution at the center position. They didn't do it in free agency, so I'm guessing they're going to try to do it in the draft. And there's no disrespect to Garrett Bradbury, but he's nothing but a placeholder right now. Like he nothing on tape from last season with New England kind of showed me that he was going to be a long-term solution at the position. He's mid at best. I mean, for real, he's mid at best. So there's something about offensive linemen from Iowa, though, especially when your name is Logan. This kid is athletic and he is a blue chip through and through, even though he's undersized. Like, think of any collegiate award given to offensive linemen over the last 3 years, and you can bet that Logan has one of them, right? And including unanimously being selected to the All-American team. That's difficult to do, to be unanimously an All-American. That's hard to do. He only allowed one sack in his final 2 seasons at Iowa, and he's also an excellent run blocker. Iowa rushed for 200 yards a game back in 2024. A-gap blitzers, they're going to have a hard time against this kid because he picks up pretty much every blitz that comes through the A gap. He's tested at he tested as the most athletic center in every test at the combine drill this year. Everyone, he was the best. He's a strong leader. He's a 3-year captain at the University of Iowa. He's super physical and he is definitely tough. Now, if the Bears do draft him, if he falls to them at this spot, they're just going to have to teach him how to overcome his slight frame and be a better run blocker, right? He's also going to have to improve handling double teams because at his size, they're gonna try to come at him. Now, let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Should the Bears draft a center before they get into the 4th and 7th rounds, because that's the rest of the draft? But I think before the 90th pick, if you can find what's considered to be the best center in the draft, if he's available there for you in the 3rd round, go ahead and grab him. All right, so not knowing Ryan Poles, he's going to try to trade this 4th round pick. He's going to be taking calls for sure. Don't be surprised if he trades down, but if he doesn't, I believe the Chicago Bears will finally grab a positional player on the offense, and it's going to be with the 129th pick. The Chicago Bears, if they're lucky, if he falls in the draft, they should be taking a long, hard look at Ted Hurst, wide receiver out of Georgia State. If he falls to the Chicago Bears here, it's going to be a steal, y'all. It's going to be a steal because I know y'all going to kill me in the comments. I almost went with left tackle right here, but I just feel as though the Chicago Bears are going to allow Braxton Jones to get the opportunity to start at left tackle. And they're going to be hedging their bets on Ozzie Trapillo coming back and playing next season. So maybe they don't want to invest too much draft capital or high draft capital at the left tackle position. But with that being said, if you think the Bears aren't going to draft a wide receiver at any point in this draft, you have not looked at the depth chart. The Chicago Bears currently have Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, and Jade Walker. Now, you also got Khalif Raymond, but he'll likely fill the role as Zacchaeus if they need him, because Zacchaeus, he's out of there. But then he's most likely going to be special teams, returning punts and kicks, man. That's just how I see him. Ted Hurst just makes a lot of sense for me. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, and I think he has the frame to be able to put on another 10, 15 pounds before the season starts. He has a 4.42 40, and watching tapes on him, it just shows me that he can thrive in an NFL offense that'll have a lot of moving parts. And we know how Ben Johnson gets down. It's going to be a lot of moving parts, and this kid can thrive in that, especially because he feasts on zone defenses. He knows how to get behind the zone, sit in his spots, catch the ball, and take off. He exploits holes in zones, and he's very twitchy. He has elite de-acceleration, catch the ball, and then accelerate after catching the ball. And I was amazed at his red zone usage. This kid high points the ball. He runs an immaculate fade route, and he high points the ball with the best of them, y'all. So if the Bears do draft him, they'll have to help him get better at not dropping the ball. Hint, hint, Rome Odunze, because it's going to be a lot of opportunities for you, Rome. But for Ted Hurst, he's going to have to not drop the ball, and he's going to have to improve at blocking on the next level, because no block, no rock. Now, if the Chicago Bears don't trade back into the middle rounds, they won't be selecting again into the 7th round. And with the 239th pick of the 2026 NFL draft, I have the Chicago Bears taking a flyer on Isaiah Jota, left tackle out of BYU. I think he's going to be pretty good at the next level, even though we're talking about a late round pick. It's mainly because I do want to see a position battle at the left tackle position. I don't think Braxton Jones has earned the trust of being able to just go into training camp and not have anybody looking over his shoulder. And if Jada can come in and steal some reps from him, that's fine. But the Bears obviously need depth at this position going into the season, frankly. So Jada, he's 6'6", 315 pounds. He played at BYU, but he is the 8th highest graded offensive lineman and the top graded offensive tackle in all of the draft, according to Pro Football Focus. So take that as you will. But when I was watching tape on this kid, I was surprised at how stout he is at the left tackle position. He moves his feet well. He has no trouble getting out of his stance. And he only gave up 2 pressures versus 46 pass blocking opportunities versus power rushers last season at BYU. That's huge because, listen, he's protecting the blind side. Got to keep those power rushers off of your quarterback. Now, he also is a force in the run game attack, and he creates big holes for running backs by using his hands to move potential rushers out of the way. He has pretty good lateral quickness as well, and his recovery speed is elite. If he gets beat, he knows how to get back to his blocking positions with no problem. Now, if the Bears are to draft him, though, they will have to help Jada improve on not allowing speed rushers to bend and beat him to the outside. He'll also have to get better at not allowing inside counter moves to get him off his square. But I like this kid. If he's available in the 7th round, why not pick him up, draft him, stash him, and see what he can do for the Chicago Bears. Now, with the 241st pick, the last pick of the draft for the Chicago Bears, they will be selecting, in my opinion, Adam Randall, running back out of Clemson. He's 6'2", 230 pounds, and he is a converted wide receiver. He tore his ACL as a freshman at Clemson. And then he came back. They converted him to wide receiver to running back last season, and he ran for 813 yards, 10 touchdowns to go along with 36 receptions, 254 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He also had 1,281 all-purpose yards. So if we have any issues at punt return, kick return, he can definitely do that as well. Now, watching tape on this kid was eye-opening because even though he converted from wide receiver, Randall did not shy away from contact, and he always fought for extra yards. The kid generated 500 yards after contact for Clemson last season, and he runs a 4.5 40. So if the Bears do draft him, he'll have to improve his pass protection, and he's new to the running back position, so he'll just have to get better overall on instincts and things like that. But look, listen, guys, there you have it. It's Big Kev's mock draft 2.0. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Of course, I'm going safety, I'm going defensive end, I'm going defensive tackle early, but then I'm looking at a center, a left tackle, a wide receiver, a running back also, man. So y'all already know what to do, man. Hit us up at 773-242-9336. At Shy Bears Central, Chicago Bears Central at gmail.com. You can follow me at Big Kev from the Shy, Big Kev from DACHI, Sox Central Pod, Shy White Sox Central at gmail.com. Get in tune. Baseball season is on the horizon. We're going to be there every single day with highlights, updates, news, and analysis. And then, of course, y'all know what to do. Follow the rest of the Chi-Town Sports Central families. Hype in your favorite Chicago sports team. Put the word Central behind it. You find one of us, as well as NFL Central, NBA Central, and the Shy Boys podcast with the Cognac Boys, C-Dubb and Bobby. Of course, F Cancer, middle finger to cancer. Appreciate y'all prayers, and Chi-Town up and bear down. We're going to holler at you guys next time. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the